We left bright and early this morning. We're meeting up with Easton Fothergill to go check out a boat for called the Cast. If everything works out, we'll be headed home with the new boat. Update, just about all my rods and reels flew out of the bed of the truck and into the highway. Minor setback.
There she is, man.
All right, so we're on day 2 of our travel up here to Alabama. We left Texas yesterday morning, got in about a 9-hour drive, got to stay in Tuscaloosa last night. And now we left bright and early this morning. We're meeting up with Easton Fothergill out at Lay Lake to go check out a boat for called the Cast. And we're gonna give it a test drive, catch up with Easton. And if everything works out, we'll be headed home with the new boat. We're actually going through an area that is a national forest, but you can see these pine trees. They're just absolutely gorgeous out here. Reminds me of East Texas a little bit, but that's something you get to see when you come out here and driving across the southern half of the states. All right, so update, and it's not a positive one. Somehow we were able to make it 10 hours of the 11-hour trip. Everything good, safe, and in the last 30 minutes or so of our entire trip, our ratchet strap came disconnected in the bed of the truck, and just about all my rods and reels flew out of the bed of the truck and into the highway, but minor setback. Yeah, not great, but we still got a lot ahead of us, a lot to look forward to. Staying positive. How do we make it 9.5 hours and in the last 20 minutes this all happens? Dobbins Championship. I think it was a 713 Championship Series. All my other ones
I was
gonna
say, like, I was expecting worse, but then I look at that.
Yeah, this is...
Like, for them to go bouncing down the road, like, you know,
we stopped real quickly.
I would call that, like, minimal for flying down the interstate.
Yeah. I can only laugh at this point, man. It's one of those things I can't, like, identify the damage on it yet. And I feel like I'm gonna find out right on my first hook set which ones are compromised.
Yeah.
All right.
Here she is, man.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
I think it's got 320 hours on it now. Just last night I put new bushings in the Raptors. Good to go there. Very
cool. It's one of the things that drew me to this boat is just your battery setup.
I started with just these two and then those, but I added a third 36 volt.
Okay.
So there's 2 here and 1 here. And I killed that one time and it was literally a 15-hour day looking for beds all day long. Like, I mean,
yeah.
you gotta work hard to kill those. And then I got 2 1680s for all the electronics, and then this is your starter here. You turn it this way towards that switch, it's 16 volt, but if your 16 volts go down, you can switch it this way and run everything off the 12.
The far ones over there are the trolling motor?
Yep, these 2 smaller ones here are the 16 volts.
Okay. You said this is a 8616?
Yep, 8616, the rest are Apex 13s.
Cool. I'm not too familiar with the Apex. I come from a bunch of Helixes.
Yeah.
So touchscreen.
Yep. Yeah, I can walk you through it too.
Okay. Want to put it on the water?
Yeah.
Just pretty straightforward as.
Yeah, I mean, this is your
325.
325, tells you everything about the engine.
Yeah.
That's how you connect to the speakers, your radio. Here's all your live well controls.
Very neat. I think that's gonna work. Love this trolling motor.
Do you have a Quest on your boat?
No, I have just the Ultrex. I'm good. You're right, yeah.
Good.
Okay. Gosh, it's a beautiful lake. That's dialed in. Awesome. So you want to switch with me real quick? Just because I'm so familiar with the layout, is just a little intimidated by that touch screen, but you talked me through that pretty well. And just, I think after I just see you kind of navigate through the screens and like kind of just a little bit more familiar with them.
So on the Skeeter touchscreen here, you have obviously all your engine, got your RPMs and temperature and all that. Media is how you connect to the radio. There's 2 speakers in the boat here in the cockpit. You connect to that with your phone, Bluetooth. Here's all your live well settings. You got your fills, your recircs, and the oxygenator in there, and then there's also a timer for the live well. Your 2 bilge pumps. You have your starboard and your port. There's also an auto bilge pump, so there's 3 bilge pumps. Yeah, anchor and nav lights and courtesy lights. Can't see them, it's daylight, but this will all be lit up. Every compartment in the boat has lights on it, so you can rig at night and all that. And then here's just the rest of your settings.
I found out early with the Hummingbirds, you don't hit the check button if you're on sonar because it cycles through your...
Yep.
So is there anything like that to be aware of?
Yeah, you don't hit the check mark. That'll take a while to get used to. But then if you want more settings, this is your menu button.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what else. You know live scope.
I'm sure I could learn a few things.
I can.
Want to talk me through a little bit? I mean, with the opportunity.
I mean, I haven't messed with the settings at all. This is how I run it. I go back and forth between this color palette and rusted steel is my other favorite.
That helps with kind of the density on stuff. Gives you like a 3rd color in there.
Right, it's a tricolor, which I really like. I don't know, I go back and forth between those 2. Sometimes cloudy day, I like one over the other, but oh, I wish I had a rod. That's a bass right there.
Yeah. Wish I had one too, but they're in the highway. No, that's a good one.
It's not a bad one.
How do you say that? 3?
Yeah, it's a 3-pounder probably.
Well, very cool.
There's those all came with the boat, so
yeah.
Whatever you want to do there.
Rod lockers are probably going to be similar.
Got your 2 seat pedestals. These are for the boat cover. I've never used them before.
I haven't figured out how they work.
I haven't either.
Okay.
The cover fits just fine with that
I was
one.
hoping it wasn't just me because I went and looked it up and then I tried to do what they said and it
There's still classic confetti everywhere in here, so I haven't taken it out. I can't.
Competitive bass fishing, it's always been a hobby for me. Like, I enjoy it. I like the competitiveness of it, but I think, and everyone fishes for their own reason. But man, there's something about, for me, seeing other people catch fish, being able to put a plan together and introduce them to the sport that has meant so much to me. What made me a big fan of yours, like obviously having the opportunity to follow you in the Classic, but how I got that opportunity to be the camera boat is that was the first year I volunteered to be the president of Mama Bass Club. We joined Bass Nation and I got an email saying that, you know, the Classic's coming, they're looking for 4 more volunteers, and I threw my name in the hat. Maybe I'd get something, maybe I wouldn't. I felt like the opportunity I had to get out there was just a blessing in itself, but then to be paired up with you and somehow swing that, I got to follow you all 3 days. Man, that was, I'm sure, like, life-changing moment for you, obviously.
Yeah.
But moving on to Fork, that was the 2nd time I got to follow you. And we had a joke amongst the camera team that being the lucky camera boat on that, because you got your century belt on that one, right?
I did, yeah. Another top 10.
Man.
We gotta hire you full time. I need Craig on more. How all that worked out is just a meant to be thing, and
oh yeah.
And it's a lot more fun for me too. Like, we've gotten to know each other a lot more, you know, throughout the Classic, and then, you know, we got to be together again at Fork. But it's really fun for me competing to know everyone involved, know the camera boat driver. Obviously I know my camera guys, but just such a cool experience to build that friendship there and just have it come together like it did. It's pretty crazy.
I know this boat has meant a lot to you. I just wanted to let you know the boat has a good future ahead of it. Part of my testimony is fishing had helped me through a time of managing grief after losing a close friend of mine. And what I learned through that was just, you hear everyone talk about the spiritual side of fishing. There's something about being out on the lake. For what it had done for me, my goal in calling with Called to Cast is to be able to give that back. People who don't have the same access to water and the same privileges that I had. One thing is, like the day I was going to leave the boat ramp and I saw a guy on the dock casting, and something inside me, which is so out of character for me, just said like, go pick him up and go take him fishing today. And what we experienced over that fishing trip, you know, he had a life-changing moment, a decision that was going to happen that night. And the whole reason he was out there that day was just he needed to stay busy and keep his mind off this. And we ended up getting into fish like a sand bass school at the end, and we got so caught up with it and we were having so much fun with it, he almost missed the call. And he just got that amazing news, and just how much we celebrated that after the call. And we just talked about, I think for like another half hour, of just like what fishing can do during these moments of stress, and how much it can help your mental health through this. And it was that moment I realized like there's something to this that needs to be illuminated, and that's the idea of Called to Cast.
That's so cool. Yeah, like you said, that boat does mean so much to me. It changed my life, and I'm looking forward to, with it in your hands, it's going to change a lot more people's lives. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what you do with it, and it's got a lot of life ahead of it, that's for sure.
Thank you so much for coming out with us and giving me the opportunity to purchase something that's very sentimental to me, sentimental to you, and having a piece of Bassmaster history. Man, I couldn't be more thrilled. So thank you so much for the opportunity.
Of course, man. Can't wait to see what the future holds.
All right, so the day's finally here. We picked the boat up and we're gonna launch it for the first time, and we are out on Lake Gunnersville. You don't get this in Texas. The rolling hills, the pines. There's something about being here I just get very excited about. Big fish. Gonna jump, gonna jump.